This is a new episode of WEARE757, a show. We got Killer Cam Alston in the building. How you doing,
sir.
bro?
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you having me.
Appreciate you coming through.
Yes, sir.
So, I'm gonna talk about your b-ball history, from youth to Landstown to Bryant Stratton and where you are now in your life. But when did you pick up a ball?
So, it started when I was young. Michael Jordan, of course. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? I had a little Tykes hoop, a typical, start story of a basketball player. Used to love football too, you know what I'm saying? I just grew up around sports. My dad played basketball, football, but he was more of a football guy. I don't know, Michael Jordan caught my eye, of course, but things changed over time with the Michael Jordan, the MJ stuff. But I started playing at 5. Playing dual sports, both sports, basketball, football. Really growing up trying to figure out which one I wanted to do more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like football. Like it's like a chess. Like it's 11 pieces. So many like different variables. So that's why I'm more of a strategic guy. But basketball just came more natural. I feel like you know what I'm saying. It was a little bit more challenging too, in my opinion. Like, but growing up, basketball just seemed to be. I gravitated towards it more. Like going out and used to go to the courts out Salem. Pretty much just hooping with older dudes. Yeah, I seen how good people was. You know what I mean? So
who was the old dude in your head, or older person
in our neighborhood?
In your neighborhood that was like, bro was nice.
In the neighborhood, man, I would like to definitely think I was the toughest hooper out the neighborhood from an early age, man. When I was able to start like riding my bike to go to the courts and everything, like. But I hooped with some Salem dudes that was usually tough. They could get to it. But around Salem, man, it like. They weren't really like super talented like at the courts that I would go to, but it was more so like dudes was just super physical and like they were either fast, like I had like fast football players that was playing and stuff. I really didn't start getting like playing against super skillful like people until I got to like middle school, high school.
What middle school did you went to?
I went to Landstown Middle School.
Okay.
So I mean, there was some people that was there that was good. So same age as me was Jordan. Jordan was up there. Jordan Roberson. Everybody knew he was gonna be that guy from 6th grade. His older brother DJ Roberson was there. I started hooping against those guys more towards like 7th, 8th grade and stuff. I really didn't get in the basketball scene until like high school. Really, I got cut from like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th.
So you was playing a lot of rec.
Yeah, man. So it's like I played against good people. But I just always knew that I felt like if I like really put it like the effort to my craft, I could like really do something with it. Like I could really be good. But like from the old heads perspective, it wasn't necessarily they were all like out there. I mean, and in high school when I started meeting people and stuff, like more basketball players, more athletes in general. The football team would come out and hoop and stuff when they caught wind of everybody being able to get a hoop session in, and it'd be like people that they know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really start getting in the mix until high school. Okay.
So what year did you get to high school?
I was in there 2009.
2009.
Yeah.
So who was the guy in Landstown during that time?
He had some guys.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
He had some guys.
Landstown always got
the Northfleet brothers.
Okay.
Brandon Northfleet,
Julian
Northfleet.
Yeah.
DJ Woodmore, Reggie.
See, I played against Reggie before.
Yeah, Reggie was good. He was like, and he was probably the like.
I think he was
one of like he was like a head. Yeah, he was kind of like a head, and he's really good at like. He's super quick, pick his spots, go to the mid range, and then he was just surrounded by snipers. I mean, like Cause Julian, he probably one of the better shooters that I didn't played against. Like, those are the guys that I was coming up and I was like looking up to. Like, I hopped in the gym 2009 freshman, and I'm like, I'm coming into like a gym full of like potential and current, but like going into like pros, and I know these dudes is going D1, D2, like, so it was like, but I got the necessarily like, I seen like Dante Morales was there, and no, he graduated. He actually was there 08, I want to say, but it was 08. He might have been there 09, but I know that the Norfleet brothers was there. I know that DJ was there, Reggie. We had a couple other guys, but that was.
So so when you get to Landstown, what's a tryout? Or do you have to try out to play
No,
basketball?
you
he already knows.
Oh yeah. It's one of those things that like you kind of already know. People that like you gotta put in the work. Like, so I mean, ain't nobody really like if we caught wind of you and you was like supposed to be pretty good or like that or whatever, and we know that you're coming to the school to play basketball or whatever the case may be, you gonna like. Go to conditioning first, like, so that's during the summertime. So you're not about to just show up and be on the team unless you already was on like football, you know what I'm saying, and they knew what, you know what I'm saying, like if you was on football, you kind of knew what you was about to, like, all right, bet when the season end, I'm gonna pop over here and stuff. We kind of knew those guys already, but nah, you already you already knew you gotta bust your ass to be on that team for sure.
So tryout. How you do? You make JV, varsity, freshman year?
So freshman year, I get cut from JV.
Oh, well, how's that feeling? Or how's that talk home with your mom, or your parents, whatever?
Like, so I didn't make a team all middle school either. So like, I knew I was good enough though. Like, I knew I was good enough, but my when I went to my fam like that, like, I didn't make it, and I felt like that, like, I was good enough to definitely make it. But that team was good though. That team was still good. Like, so I was like, I feel like I was good enough to make it, but like it just it's something missing. You know what I'm saying? And like, and so they're super positive people. So like they were like kept like, it's alright. You gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get you there. You know. But like that's the early stages, so like I didn't really know about like AAU. I didn't know about like Future League, and I didn't know about the summer conditioning and stuff. So I was going to play football too. So my dad set up a like with the football thing earlier in the year in the summer. He was like that they have summer conditioning. So he was like, all right, so you committed, you want to play basketball. They probably have summer stuff for basketball. So I was like, you're probably right, you know what I'm saying? So he made some phone calls, he figured it out and stuff, and then he was like, we gotta go into like Future League tryouts or like something like that. So I was like, all right, cool. So I pop in there, I pretty much figure out, like, we figure out what times it is, who's the coach, stuff like that. It was Coach Kelly at the time, like, and then he put me on, and then it was history from there. So, yeah.
So what about so how'd you do in Future League? So what's that process?
Yeah,
Are you playing in Future League?
I was starting in Future League. When I got on the team, when they seen me, they was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like you're definitely like good enough to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but you can shoot. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing. So when they said that, I was like, dang, I gotta shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just gotta shoot. So, and I respected it, and I was coming in from a mindset of like, these guys know what they're doing. Like, I've seen who and what they can make. You know what I'm saying? So I have full faith in them. Like, all right, bet, like, I'm committed. This is the first time I'm like on a team with Landstown associated anything. Like, I haven't been on a team. I've been playing Green Run Rec. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it was fun. It was cool. Like, I met a lot of people like that. But I mean, it was like, like I want to play for the school. So when I got on there, we used to play the Future League at the Booplex at the Sportsplex in Hampton, and so I had first game I had like 17 points, and when that happened, I'll never forget it because I played against my boy at Connie now, like and we played at Bryant Stratton together, but he was at King's Fort, and we was just both going at it, like you know what I'm saying. But he's tough too, that's my guy. But he like we was going at it, and then my dad was like, all right, yeah, like this you know what I'm saying, like this is definitely you. My mom was like, yeah, I like we can do this. We found it, you know what I'm saying. So after that, I kind of just I was like, I had the confidence, you know what I'm saying. Bet I'm good enough to play. Like I'm on a team. Let's work, you know what I'm saying. Like, and I wasn't necessarily. I felt like I didn't think I'm entitled to like being on the team. I'm like, yo, I still got shit to do. You know what I'm saying. I'm trying to get somewhere.
What was Coach Kelly like as a coach? Like,
nah, he's definitely a hard ass on you at first. Like, I mean, throughout the whole time he was a hard ass, but like you know that he means well. Like, some people it might rub them the wrong way or whatever the case may be, but they just don't know like Coach Kelly. Like, he's a good dude, and he definitely like helped me, guided me to where to like if you don't do what he say, you definitely running.
Yeah.
The boy used to say, you gonna run until the eagle sweat on the wall. You gonna run until I'm tired. Like, yeah, but nah, he was definitely a good coach. He was good with the X's and O's. Everybody at Landstown is super good with the X's and O's.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, they good with the systematic like basketball thing. Like, so I thought it was a good system for me to be in for sure.
So sophomore year. What are you playing? JV or varsity? JV. Okay.
But so I went, and going into sophomore year, I started playing varsity like summer league.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was with, I had like Brandon Norfleet. I had I was playing with my boy, obviously Shaheem, Jordan, DJ, and them. But this was the 2011 team.
Okay.
So it had like Deke Hall, Trey, my boy Smoke, like had a couple of people up there. They was good. They were solid, but they just didn't. They were, and it was like a mess of football players. It was just, but
well, Landstown always got that.
Yeah,
it was
players. Yeah, like, and it was like
when I was growing up, they was a powerhouse football school, but then it also was nice.
Yeah, they was good. And now Norfleet was at the realm on that one, and Brandon, and they was good. They was tough, but yeah. So sophomore year, I played with them in summer league, and then I did really well. Like, I was doing really good, and then I was like, whatever. Like, I'm already in my head. I'm like, I'm playing JV or whatever. So I guess I just go to JV. Obviously, I make the team. I'm a starter on JV, and we do well. We're tough. We have a couple of floaters from varsity, Andre Stanley and Jordan Roberson, coming up and down from varsity JV, helping us out. And we was like, we went undefeated that season. We were good, and that's when I started getting like people to like necessarily kind of get out there a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people knew who I was a little bit, like around the way. The older dudes knew that we were the next people up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for sure.
So you mentioned the Norfleet brothers a lot. What was it about them that you found appealing to their game?
Like,
or
for real. Well, Julian was a true snipe. Like, he was more so like he could shoot it from anywhere. He had a dangerous dribble to him. You know what I mean? But I feel like that coming up, I was like, man, I gotta like be able to match up to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like a shoes feel thing. Like, I respect those guys and stuff. Like, so I mean, and I tell them, I talk when I talk to him, I tell him that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that, and Brandon, I think he's just more so one of a kind. Like, 6'5", 6'6", PG, handle the ball, shoot it, athletic, quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 6'8" wingspan. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he grew into that. But like, I'm more so to just respect the grind because I seen him grow. You know what I'm saying? And then Julian was one of the guys coming in. So like, already I was kind of like, you know, connecting the dots. Like, okay, all right, these brothers is about to be real. You know what I'm saying? They definitely, and I think that they don't get the recognition and credit that they deserve, man.
I mean, maybe because they just still. I know they still out there hooping.
Oh yeah,
so
I mean Julian. I think Julian done. Yeah,
stuff
I think
like that.
Yeah,
just
Julian
like
done.
just like what's his name? My guy Stanley Pringle.
Oh,
he don't come home often.
Right.
But everybody knows.
Yeah, he was gone by the time I was
he
there.
was the guy.
But he's different.
Yes.
He's different. He's different.
Pringle was
different.
crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I just moved here and I played against him 1 year.
Okay.
But I watched. I watched.
For sure.
him.
Yeah, he's different.
Yeah.
That's a different type of. That's a different type of basketball player right there.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, he's still hooping.
He's still going crazy,
crazy,
man. They love him down there.
But I feel like it's
Philippines,
more of that. Like if you're not active in.
Yeah.
I
I didn't even look at it like that. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Yeah, I like that because, but I mean they still get into it though. They still win the championships. I mean, doing what they do, they win. They part of winning programs all throughout their whole career. But yeah, I think it was more so just a respect factor, like, and knowing that there was different type of guys, and just like with DJ Woodmore, like all them dudes, I was like I had the utmost respect for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, since the other day I posted, what was it? I think I posted Jonathan Norfleet from Salem.
Oh yeah, he tough too.
On our 7 State tape page,
Right.
which I don't think he related to them.
Yeah.
But I posted, I was like, our favorite. I put our favorite Norfleet.
Right. There's a lot of Norfleet.
And the dudes in the DMs was like, he ain't the best Norfleet.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They was going in. I was like, that's why
you.
I put our favorite Norfleet.
Yeah. No, but he go crazy though. Crazy.
I didn't get a chance to see y'all. Period. Yeah. I was too busy in college getting drunk, getting fucked up.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but I think you right about that. But no, he's tough. I hoop with him over and when we be having open runs at Green Run and stuff. So I hoop with him out there just like some months ago, and he was cooking. So yeah, he's just different.
So how'd y'all do? You say you went undefeated your sophomore year, JV.
Sure.
So you get is varsity next?
Yeah, varsity's next.
Okay.
So I start definitely like getting in good with the guys. You know what I'm saying? Junior year, I mean I got friends from junior year that I still like. Those are like my brothers. Like my junior year team was probably like my favorite team that I ever been on. I had a mixture of my senior year and I had like my best friends from my junior year. Like so that team was like super special, you know what I'm saying? Wish we could have went farther. We played a tough Kings Fork team my junior. I didn't get much tick. We had a couple of dudes come over that were seniors from Booker T and Cox, Cedric Nady and Tyree Morin. They were two guards. DJ Woodmore, Tim Marshall, Javante Colworth, Adam Cook. We was deep though. We was deep because we still had. So pretty much we had the group that was coming in next was like the next starters that we knew it was about to be. We had them on the bench for the junior year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like Jordan Roberson, we had me, we had Shaheem, Sebastian Sandifer. We was deep. We was super deep. So we definitely could have went way farther.
What year is this?
This was 2012.
2012.
2012, yes.
Man.
Yeah. So, but we was.
So how? I don't know. I started recording in 2015. So when did the Beach District not become are y'all still playing the Beach District?
2014.
Okay. So that's after you.
Yes.
All right.
2014. It was
so they still doing it? Is it still?
It's
3A?
the conference.
Or is
it?
So they changed it.
It's so like. Yeah, like it's weird now though, cause you can have ain't it like you can have like 10 state champions now, right? Like or some.
No,
crazy,
it's 6.
Or 6, yeah, some
6.
crazy that's still crazy though.
But
the ladder that we was having to go through though was like I mean my senior year we ended up playing, Cat Barber and
Hampton.
in Hampton. In the second round of regionals, it was the defending state champions. They just beat Petersburg the year. Cap beat Frank Mason junior senior year, and I'm like, we played him the second round, like that. Yeah, it was
a lot tougher back then.
Tough, man. It was tough. So,
like I always say, it's easier now. I mean, every school in Norfolk can win a state championship at the same time.
Right.
That's stupid.
Like, I think that's crazy. I mean, and they be good teams though. Like,
I know, yeah.
But like, if they had to like play each other for the ship, that would be like super tough. Like, but yeah, I always said that, man. We got Virginia Beach, got that narrative of like maybe like soft or beach boy or whatever, right?
That's when I
so
grew
like,
up, it was
but nobody really think about this though. So like, how many schools like Norfolk and Portsmouth put schools together? I mean, because Norfolk out Portsmouth, am I correct?
Yeah.
And then Maury and stuff is in Norfolk. Bro, we got 11 schools in Virginia Beach alone.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had 6. What? Like, I think we would have nationally ranked team. I mean, that's just me. Like, we got guys.
Everybody's spread out.
Because I mean, my year with them, we still had, like, in the district, we still have Ramon Snowden. We still had like Lebe over in Lebe and Tyler Blunt over at Green Run. Like, I mean, but all those schools is like in running distance from each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like like, you know what I'm saying? We had Bucky Hodges over playing at Salem. Well, all them cats, like, I don't know, like it could have. It was more so like the talent was just so spread out. It seemed like there was only one guy on each team. But
no,
like
it do.
Yeah,
that's I didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah, bro. Like
if we had 4 schools, but I always say, like, when I was growing up, it was always Green Run and fucking Bayside was always tough. And fucking and they like kind of close to each other. They was always like real good in fucking summer league, but their players never played in like the high school like.
Yeah.
But they was always, especially good. Bayside was like.
Yeah, when I was there,
they was different.
My junior year, they actually beat us.
For real.
But Rob told us we was gonna lose. Rob was like, we weren't preparing right. We had a lot. We was cooking. Like, we was on a roll, and like during Christmas break, I'll never forget that time. We used to scrimmage each other every day and go like at each other. You know what I'm saying? Because he wanted the intensity back. But before the Bayside game, the week leading up to it, he was like, it was over Christmas break and everything, and that was our first game coming back, I want to say, and he was like, man, we about to lose the Bayside. He was like, man, we gonna lose the Bayside. We gonna lose it, man. And so no, Fatty and Stitt and all them came out and cooked us. Fatty hit a full court shot. It was one of those days, bro. Like, it was like I actually hit my hip, so I was out that game. I fell on my hip, and so I was hurt that game. But I sat down and did the scores table, and I was like, dang. Like, the whole time I'm like, yo, these dudes. It's like it was like one of the March Madness games where the other team just would not miss. It was like, dang, like waiting for them to mess up, and they just wouldn't. So yeah, that was funny. That was a funny story for sure.
You mentioned Coach Rob. He's probably one of my favorite coaches right now.
Yeah,
how would you describe Coach Rob as a coach, man? He's one of a kind, man.
He is, bro. Like he definitely knows basketball like the back of his hand, but he's intense. Like,
it seems like he knows how to bring the best out of you.
He does. Like, I feel like that if you're not gonna do nothing else, you're gonna work hard. So like, and I feel like that he instilled that into me, like, for like till now, like still, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can still go. I still know how to go about like working out or going out of, like, you know what I'm saying, just by the little stuff like that through him. Like, he's super intense, but man, like. He's the one that gave me the chance to, like, and gave me the confidence, like, you gonna be alright, you know what I mean? So I definitely give utmost kudos to him. He's tough, and he knows the game, man. Like, people can definitely, like, go against him and stuff, like, and you can nitpick at what he got going on and stuff, but he will make an average team damn good.
I've seen it over the years. I was like, I'll be like, it ain't no way this team is winning. I'm like,
and the thing is,
and it's like everybody is like a role player, but it's like he don't. Yeah. It's like he knows when he has a star. Yeah. And then he knows when he has a role player. Sure. And he knows how to bring the role out of you.
Yeah. Like for sure, because I wasn't necessarily like a dude that was just like, here, like I can do that a little better now, but like it won't just like, here, Cam, go get a bucket. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was never that. We never really had to rely on doing that to win games. So I feel like that he definitely put you, like, if you had a strength, he was going to utilize that motherfucker. Like, he was going to put you right there and be like, look, this is what you do good, so this is what you're going to do good consistently. You know what I mean? So if you're not going to do nothing else, you're going to do that shit good. And I mean, he prides himself on defense. And you know me, I ain't no best. I'm not locking nobody up. I ain't the best defender. But you know what I'm saying? It's just more so buying in. Like,
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. They definitely buy in. I remember COVID year, I'm probably the only cameraman in the whole gym.
Yeah,
everybody.
right, yeah.
And they was playing, I want to say they was playing PA. And
COVID year. Oh, that was
COVID
with
year.
Donald Hand.
Yes. And I mean, he's yelling at his team at halftime because they didn't go back in the locker room.
Yeah.
And I mean, the assistants are looking at him. The managers are looking at him. Every player is looking at him. Everybody is locked eyes on him. And I was like, yo, I recorded it too. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, this one, I have never seen this at another school.
Right.
Never.
Hey, man. Yeah.
Nobody like drinking water, nothing.
Yeah.
Everybody is like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, but he definitely has that effect. Because, I mean, like I said, I think it's just more so he builds it off of respect and hard work. You know what I'm saying? Just like, and just with the hard work factor, he make you like you not playing. It don't matter who you are. You're not playing if you don't got the grades. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying, he tuned in with like all like everything like that. And the thing is too with him, you know that he can go to the next level, right? And he stays.
Yeah.
Like he really loves what he does. So you can't knock that for a man. You know what I mean?
Teach?
He does Avid.
Okay.
So he does. You know what I'm saying? He does like collegiate readiness classes, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He tries to get the students ready for like the next level. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's he's definitely good for Landstown. Like when he's gone, it's definitely gonna be different. But they got things in place.
Yeah. I talked to Reggie.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. They got things into place. They got things in place.
They're gonna be good.
They got a little system going.
What about so you say y'all lost to Kingsport. What how far did y'all go in that junior year?
That was junior year. That was second. That was the second game of regionals. That was second round of regionals.
Did y'all win the beach that year?
Yes.
Okay.
We beat FC in the district tournament. That was when they had like Avion Jones and Dre Barber.
Who was nice in the beach that year?
Well, FC was good because Avion was a freak athlete. He was a hooper. They had my boy Trev up there. He could shoot it. Dre Barber, he could handle, and he was super quick. Green Run had Mark Hall. He won Beach Player of the Year.
Mark Hall?
I'm pretty sure.
Woo! Football player, Mark Hall.
Right.
Hey,
and we always joke.
Mark.
We always joke. We always joke.
Mark.
I joked Tim for that. Because he could have definitely competed for that award that year. But but yeah, I'm pretty sure he won. That was a tough little award. He snuck in and got that. But he was balling though. He used to ball. He was tough with the and the low post, man. The low post shit was. He used to be a horse in the post. But Green Run was pretty good. Kellum, they had Avani, super athletic. Dude named Dean, white boy named Dean. He could jump from the free throw line.
Oof.
Boy was crazy. No, like he was crazy.
See, I missed this era. I'm mad I missed this era.
And then they have Ramon. Ramon was promising for sure. He was up there. He was a junior that year too, so he was still a stud. Like, I mean, Bayside got some wins against some people for sure, because Fatty was there at the one, and he would cook up sometimes. And then they had Stitt. Stitt could shoot it. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
How'd y'all do my Tallwood boys?
Tallwood had few.
Matthew.
They had a young Tyler. I played against him in Rex too.
Tyler.
He was tough.
Okay.
Tyler, is his name Peterson? He was tough. He was a young dude.
He won. Well, he was on first team states.
Oh yeah.
He the only person that
told. He was going crazy.
He was the only person.
He was going crazy that year. Yeah, that was 25th.
We talked about it one day. Because I think he just quit after that. I think he played 1 year at Virginia State.
He was a dog at Virginia State.
And then he stopped playing.
He was the guy at Virginia State. I watched one of his games at Virginia State. He was cooking. He was tough. I played him early age too in rec. He used to play for Kempsville. and we lost to him twice. But it's cool. Like they used to get to it though.
So what happened your senior year?
Senior year, we get the same distance. Second round of regionals. End up playing Cat and Jordan.
Oh, okay.
It was tough. Yeah, they did their homework on me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had the best shooting game. Leading up to that, I was doing good, but during the midst of the year, we had a great season. I think we ended up winning like 21 games, 22 games, something like that. But we played against Kenny Williams, LC Bird. Played against.
So you say you played against Troy Williams too, right?
Yeah, Troy Williams was junior year.
Okay.
Yeah, that we played against. It was Jay Bird and Troy in the backcourt. That team was ridiculous. They came to the crib and they showed up an hour late.
Oh damn.
Junior year, man, Rob was hot. They came in the gym talking crazy. They was an hour and some change late. And Troy came up and was about to go up in the warm up lines. We was shooting around and Coach Rob was on the bench and I was coming to get like more basketballs to throw it out there because we was about to do handling drills and shit. And he was like, "We about to whoop y'all ass." Rob was turned beat red. I was like, "Oh my goodness, he is coming in talking crazy like that." I mean, it was a tough team. We already knew it was huge, but my boy Tim came out and lit that bitch up. He had like 25 that game. Yeah, every time they would get a dunk or whatever, like they get a tough ass bucket and we just get it out. And because they was like, "Look, we already know what we going up against." Rob made me emulate Troy in practice. I mean, obviously I'm not 6'7" with a 38-inch vert, but he was like, he gonna shoot everything. So he was like, shoot everything. Like when you touch it, try to go get one. I was like, all right, cool. So I mean, you know me, that was my favorite practice ever. He let me do whatever I wanted. I was on the second team and he just let me jack up whatever shot I wanted to. Started hitting a little bit and he was like, "You gotta step out, you know what I'm saying?" But I think that game right there definitely was a staple in that year because we knew it was a tough one. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Jay Bird ended up being at Tennessee, leading the nation in the SEC and scoring, and you know, Troy at Indiana going crazy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we knew what we was getting into, you know what I'm saying? But I think that kudos to Rob and the guys that was playing though for sure. But Rob had
it's like he knows
prepared, man.
He knows people kryptonite.
He had us prepared, bro. It won't like they weren't bigger than us. They would like they had DN 6'5", 6'6" DNs playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like it was tough, man. It was a good team, and then we ended up running to Kings Fort that next game, and they had a mob. They had Zach Johnson over there. My boy Trey, rest in peace. Yeah, they had Akani over there, boy Rodney, and shoot the lights out. But Akani was his junior year. He was insane. He was going crazy over in Suffolk. He went, yeah.
I ain't never played. Well, I lost in my senior year.
Yeah, that was
Nick Wright in
2009.
7. Mine is 7.
2010, 2009, they lost to that team with Julian and them lost to Nesmond River. Yeah, Reggie was hurt, I want to say. I think he had a quad injury or something like during that time. But then that's when they came back. They came my senior year. We played Nesmond River in first round of regionals, and they came to us, and we was like, "No, we gotta win. Yeah. We can't lose to them again. Like this can't be it." And then our point guard got hurt. Jordan Roberson he was hurt, so my boy Shaheem stepped up and he balled out, and then me and my boy Seabass was we had a good ass game. It was like with us, we got it. Like, we played so well together. Like, we balanced each other out so well, but like we couldn't both get going at this like same time consistently. It was either like kind of like one or the other. Yes, and we would have both cooked at the same time. It could have been like that shit was like super dangerous. But yeah, Seabass was one of the sneaky ones out of Landstown too. He was runner-up player of the year, second team all Tidewater with Cat, Ed Drew, like Troy Williams, Ramon, all of them. Like the list was deep. And he was up. He snuck his little picture in up there. So, but nah, he was tough.
What was the most you ever scored in high school?
In high school, 21.
21.
Yeah, I ain't really like, cause Landstown, we didn't really have like.
I know that's what I'm saying. Nobody ever really.
21, and I was against Bayside, and I had 17 in the first quarter, but it was right before district, so I didn't really play on the back end. But I had 17 in the first quarter. I was like,
damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot though.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
8 minutes.
Yeah, I was snapping. I was going crazy. I was unconscious that day.
So I know you mentioned that you like Jordan growing up.
Yeah.
Even though I feel like you like young for that.
Yeah.
But when did you when did you become a shooter? Because that's what you're known for now.
Right.
I know.
Yeah, of course.
When did that?
I think that it was always necessarily there, but it is like kind of like almost like it sounds cliche, but it's like you really got to tap in to it. Like you really got to know that like that's what you do and you good at. You know what I mean? So like I think that I started realizing, because I used to be a mid-range dude, believe it or not, and like a lot of people just tell me like you shoot that mid-range way too well. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a real dribble pull-up like type of dude at first, and then it was like you can shoot, and I think I gradually got into it when I started really playing like higher level basketball. So more so like I knew I can. I mean, if you can shoot on an outdoor hoop, then you can shoot. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where the roots necessarily came from. I had to be able to shoot in like when it's a little windy outside, or like because I ain't have no like I had a gym that I could go to in the rec, but sometimes like it's neighborhood hoops. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up on the concrete. Like
I'd rather play outside.
Yeah, really? Yeah, I mean yes, but I mean nah. Like I need give me that roof. Give me that roof. I need that roof. I need
niggas
that
don't
roof
play
for that
defense,
backdrop.
not no more. Niggas don't play defense.
Yeah. But with playing outside and like the combination of being able to go into the gym and then translate both, like I started realizing that I was keeping up with the better dudes probably around like 12, 13, like when I was like starting to shoot from further. I was you know what I'm saying, I was smaller. I was not as nowhere near. I didn't think I was going to be as tall as big as I am now, like but I was smaller, so I used to be able to I just shoot from far. I was never like dunking on nobody. I was never like, I had some handle to me crossing a couple people up, but like I was like I gotta figure something out, like because these dudes are taller than me, they're faster than me, they're getting to the spot, so I just learn how to shoot over them, like and early on it took me a while to figure out, but I used to shoot from my shoulder, like I used to shoot from my shoulder. So it used to work in the neighborhood when I was playing with my friends and stuff, and then when I started more so wanting to get serious about basketball around like 7th, 8th grade, like I'm really trying to like get better and stuff, I start playing the older kids and they just blocking my shot all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like dudes just closing out on me, I'm shooting from here and I'm getting this shit sent back, like so I was like, man, I hated that feeling. So I was like, man, I need to figure something out. So I would say repetition, like being able to be around a team, helped me like accelerate that more. But I think that I started figuring out that I was able to shoot it right, like as I was transitioning into like being able to play, like 9th, 10th grade. Like I was like, yo, I need to be able to shoot from anywhere. Like mindset, I was like, I have to shoot from anywhere, like so whether I'm like off balance, whether I'm catching it off the dribble, catch and shoot, like anything, I'm gonna have to get it up and over. So I think that's more so it was a mindset thing. Like I always necessarily was able to shoot, but it wasn't like I had to figure out how to shoot from further out and off of a catch and shoot and have somebody deliver it to me rather than me bring it down. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I can do it a little bit, but I mean now I'm better now than I was. I was more in shape, like I guess then I was like a little bit more athletic. I mean obviously that was pre-injury as well, but now I feel like I'm way better than I was, like 10 times better. So, but the shooting part is it gradually came about as I got like into the gym more with higher level guys.
I got you. So you say y'all lose to Hampton your senior year, last game.
For sure.
You getting recruited? Coaches talking to you?
Yeah,
coaches asking about you.
Yeah,
what's going on?
I had like D3 offers. Emory and Henry. I ended up like a couple other D3s and a small D2 actually hit me up. Salem International University. I was in actually Jordan Forbes ended up going there.
Okay.
After me, but that was a couple years after me. But he ended up going. I think he ended up going to the same D2. But they were like really bad. They were like super bad. And I was like, man, they were like a 3 or 4 win team. So I was like, man, I don't know, like, if I'm trying to be in West Virginia on some stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, so I'm gonna just commit to somewhere. I was thinking DC. I was in Arlington. I ended up committing to Marymount. But before that, I had about 7 or 8 looks. Like maybe like 4 offers, like they're giving me something. D3 is a little different than D2 and D1. They gotta pull like money from other departments, and so they can't really,
I know.
they can't really give you athletic scholarship, but like they try to fit you in there. You know what I'm saying? But I was like thinking home, so I ended up committing to Marymount University up in Arlington.
So you go there your first year. What is it like when you get there? What was the vibe?
Well,
what happened?
Well, I got hurt that summer, so I ended up dislocating my ankle.
How? Hooping?
Hooping.
Okay.
Dude, I'm standing still. Like I'm playing in the field house, so you know I just turned 18, so I'm lit to hoop in adult leagues and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying. So I go into my boy I know needed help on a team, and it was some level that I shouldn't have been playing at, like, you know what I'm saying. But it was at the field house, and the dude literally, like, it was like the ball was rolling out and I was standing up, and I'm standing still, and dude comes flying full speed and slides into my ankle. Boom.
Damn.
Yeah. So like my foot is hanging off, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like going through my head, that's the first time I called for my mama. My whole family was there, mind you. My whole family was at this game, and they knew I was obviously they knew I was going to school in a month. Like, this was like July, so I'm leaving for school like first week of August or whatever the case may be. So yeah, bro.
That's crazy,
bro. And so I blow out my ankle. I got reconstructive surgery. They put a 6-inch plate in there with 6 screws. Boom. So obviously that's some traumatic ass shit. So it changed my whole aspect of like what the fuck is going on around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was definitely hurt, but I wouldn't necessarily say I was like depressed or nothing like that. But I was like contemplating, like, yo, am I gonna be like the same? You know what I'm saying? Which I wasn't. Like, I wasn't at all. But like during that whole process, I really had to like that definitely challenged my mental at that point. Like, cause I was a promising dude. Like, people, they was excited to have me there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like down in myself, like, damn, I didn't even need to be playing here. I should have just been doing my own thing, like whatever the case may be. So, and then I just started more so coming to the point. It was like, man, I just need to get back right. Like, fuck all the bullshit. I need to get back right. So, but I didn't rehab.
So you ain't even go?
No, I did.
Oh, you still went?
I went.
Okay.
So I went my ass on a motherfucking scooter, pushing up them goddamn hills and shit. But I kind of get there, and the people in my, like, the underclassmen that I met are my friends to this day. Like, they my guys. But it was more so like God and the guys that was on the team. They kind of had a stigma. I feel like they had a stigma towards me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went up there, and they knew who I was before I got there. I ain't know none of them dudes, and they a couple of them knew who I was before I got there and stuff. And then I try to be. I'm the type of dude, like, I'm gonna go in, like, at first I'm like, man, I don't want to be here. I'm miserable because I'm walking around on this I'm scooting around on this bitch, and I want to move. Like, I can't even walk, bro. This shit's depressing. You know what I'm saying? This shit's whack. Like, so, but I more so was like, you know, let me get to know some people at least. Like, try to. So I formed I had a little circle of mine, but I still follow them. But they had like a little stigma towards me. I felt like I didn't like the vibes or the energy that they was like giving me. And then I think the true colors started to show when I was able to get back on the court a little bit and shit. So, like, I used to, it was bad, bro. Like,
so you left after 1 year?
Yeah, I feel like that everything. Sometimes my boy Trey, he was like, you could have probably definitely been 1,000 or 2,000 point scorer if you would have stayed all 4 years. Like, if you would have really committed, like, you know what I'm saying. But
that shit hard.
It is. It definitely is hard. But I just think that it was more so like, I didn't really think about like, oh, these dudes is not gonna be here when I'm like really needing to make that jump into being like elite for the school or like junior year or whatever. I didn't really think that far ahead. But in my head, if I was like, man, if I stay here for another year, like, I'm gonna like get into some shit with some people, like, cause it was bad, man. Like, it was like some Zoe 101 like beef high school bullshit. For real. You know, like, I wasn't even really on shit, like, and dudes already didn't fuck with me. So I mean, like, I'm not used to that at the crib. I mean, like, we know who we know, and you know what I'm saying. Like, we kind of like, you know what I'm saying, they got the little beefs, but we all kind of cool. We all know each other and stuff around the way. So, like, this one is kind of like, nah, you can't sit with us energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, who does this cool dude think he is? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of that, and I'm like, bro, y'all are weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was weird, bro. But, yeah, I think that's what my final straw was. It's like, man, if I stay here, like, I definitely think, just not in trouble, like with the law or nothing like that, but I'm like, I might end up like scrapping one of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might end up in some shit, because there was multiple times where they was testing. So I'm like, bro, I'm not about to do this. Like, paying too much money for this shit.
So when you come home, was basketball over? Did you have other D3 looks? Or what made you?
At that time, I didn't really have much else. I ain't really have much else.
So you never suited up?
No, not for Marymount, no.
Okay.
I never put a jersey on for Marymount. Came back, and my dad made some calls around and stuff, and then one of his coworkers that he worked with knew the coach for Bryant Stratton, which was Coach CJ. So he was like, go ahead. He figured out when the conditioning was, when the workout was. He was like, go ahead, show up, do your thing, and you'll be alright. And I was like, alright, cool. And my dad brought me up there, and I went up there with my boy Keith. That's when I first met Keith. I knew who he was because he played at Heritage and stuff, but I knew he was tough. And then Akani was there, and Flip was there, actually. My boy Flip, and he was there, and we met, and he was like, yeah, we're gonna work out, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna push some weights a little bit, and then we're gonna get to the hooping part. And I went in that jump, and I couldn't miss that day. I was like, I'm killing. So I mean, obviously I was playing against some good dudes, and I was playing against other tough guards, and Flip was a young dude. So but we everybody was just cooking each other. Like, everybody was just going crazy. I just couldn't miss that day. And he was like, yeah, like, you on, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of one of those things. It wasn't like, oh, I like you, come here. It was just more so like, nah, you I see what you can do, you know what I'm saying? You a shooter. There's always a spot for that, you know what I mean? So I think after that I stayed there for 2 years, and it was cool.
How was that experience? Because I mean, I think it was sort of a new program.
Yeah.
At the time he was there.
So yeah, that was Bryant Stratton. That was the first. That was what, 2014 to 2015, and that was the first year that we could win nationals. We played in the NJCAA, which a lot of it's kind of like apprenticeship plays in that conference or that division. More of the notable teams around the way is like Pitt Community College in Greenville, North Carolina. Richard Bland, Lebe played for them. They won nationals at my freshman year. Actually, they beat us and then won nationals. Lewisburg, they always had guys.
Yeah, Lewisburg.
Hargrave always got guys. They had a 6'8" Daniel Purifoy that we played against. He was tough. We ended up knocking him off though. That was a tough game. But yeah, that was our first year. That was the first year that we could actually like go and like win nationals or like, you know, do something with the season. It was kind of like an intramural team.
Yeah.
Before that, they would play like prep schools, and it kind of like didn't count. Some like.
I got you.
Yeah, but there was some guys on that team though.
I mean,
Tommy.
I remember.
Tommy played for that team in Thailand. It was tough. That backcourt was nice. They was getting to it.
I like Tommy. Tommy, my guy.
Yeah, that's my boy. Yes, sir.
So, how was that experience? Did you feel like you wanted to play basketball after that?
Yeah, like I wanted to. I felt like it helped me definitely get a degree. Like I felt like Bryant Stratton definitely fast tracked you to getting a degree before you left. You know what I'm saying? Like they did a good job in that, so I definitely appreciate them for that. But afterwards, I got the call with I got the guts of the win at Stratford. So Stratford was it was an online school that turned campus. So and they were bringing in men's basketball. So Earl was just getting done playing at Bryant Stratton JV. He had a couple of offers too and stuff like that, but he had other circumstances at the time where he needed to be closer to home. Would have been a better option. So we always had a dream of playing together. So came to the decision. I was like, man, let's just do it, you know. And he was down, I was down. We went to the Stratford, and we were. That was like weird though. Like the Stratford thing was like weird. It was like good schooling and stuff, but they had a whole bunch of like issues going on with like foreign like policy. They I don't know what was going on with them, but like I didn't feel secure at all. I ended up leaving mid-year. I'm not like no quitter, but I think my mental, that was probably the lowest of the low that I was at in like the basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't necessarily like thinking about like going crazy on myself or whatever the case may be, but I was definitely like, man, I'm sitting here trying my best like to do what I need to do to play, and it's like I felt like people was just trying to play me. Like I'm like, bro, like come on, we know what it is. Like now this is the time where I felt like I was performing and I got like just cold turkey, like sit down. You know what I'm saying? It was like, dang, bro, but it was a whole bunch of like miscommunication, I'd say, or whatever the case may be. Like, dude, but I was like, but at the mid-season, I obviously had a conversation with Earl before, like I made my decision and stuff like that. So, but that would have been a special year, man. We was definitely doing, but Earl went out there and killed it.
When did you meet Earl? Because I see y'all play a lot now.
High school.
Together.
High school.
He told me he never played though.
He never played high school, man. It's a special case, bro. Earl never played high school, man. Earl was fat and lazy. Earl was fat and lazy. But nah, that's my boy, man. When he started taking basketball serious, I was just getting back going. I was about to go to Bryant Stratton.
Okay.
And then I figured out that they had a JV team. But Earl was always good. He just was like, he was just chubbier, I mean, at the time. And he was like, but he was more so like, you need to touch some grass. And then he was like, but he always had talent though. Like actually I met him middle school. I met him middle school because we played against each other in Red League. And his team he had Lebe in Thailand again. Like, boy, seems like I was playing against the same people all the time, but they had a good team and stuff, so I knew him from that, actually. And then we used to have, like, classes together in high school, and that's when we really started to, like kick it in and stuff. But he, I necessarily was like, bro, you good enough to play with these dudes, man. You just need to, like, just get right. Just come to the gym with me. Me and him would be at the rec centers every day. We literally be at the gym every single day, and he'd be hooping, and he'd just getting better and better in the gym with me and stuff. So I mean, now he's a demon. I mean, you see what he looked like when he lost weight. He actually got him in. I told him to go to play JV, bro. Like, Coach Corey will get you right, bro. Coach Corey, I know, bro, you'll make the team. You'll be good. You'll be the best guy on there.
I mean, what is he? How tall is he?
6'7".
6'7", left-handed.
6'8".
That's different.
Yeah, it is. He different.
Especially when you're left-handed.
And he played big. He
can play
he
both,
like
though.
in between. He is in between. He's, like I said, he was a special case because when he was coming in, he loved to pass.
Mm-hmm.
He loved to pass, so I knew he had the skill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I knew he always had footwork. He just wasn't fast like or nothing. But the only reason why his jump shot won't really consistent is because it was just flat. So I was just like, bro, just pick it up a little bit, But yeah, he's definitely he a student of the game, and we work together so well. Like, it's the complementary game. I need him like screen and roll game. That shit is that's one of the best 1-2 punches around
He
here.
the reason
you know
we
what I'm
lost
saying?
Truly.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we lost Truly. We could not stop that shit.
Yeah, bro. For sure.
But so you said Stratford, right?
Stratford University.
So was that the end of your collegiate basketball career?
Yes, I was done after that. I was like, man, I'm done. I'm gonna put my head down. I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna find this career. Yeah. I'm gonna find my niche. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I definitely weigh and look back, and sometimes I'm like, I could have just went to I had good enough grades. I could have went to a NC State. I could have went to a University of Miami and just went to, you know what I'm saying? But then I would have definitely robbed myself of like a collegiate basketball, like being part of that, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't say, I don't regret like going about my path. It was different, you know what I'm saying? Timing, it was all weird. I came in late, but I always like played with a chip on my shoulder. Like, I always felt like I had something to prove, you know what I mean? So I kind of wanted to continue that, but realistically I was like, man, I'm a grown ass man, like I need to get to it, you know what I'm saying? So
I get you.
Yeah.
So when did you I know you say you played with Earl at Stratford a little bit, but when did you decide to like playing in adult leagues around the area? Because I've been winning a lot lately.
Yeah, so
when did that come about?
Yeah, so what the thing was, I wanted to, I was addicted to playing. Because once a hooper, always a hooper. Right, yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I wasn't gonna stop, man. And I kind of like committed to like just bettering myself, like just for my mental. I know I needed to do something, stay in a little shape. You know what I mean? I had to go in. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if if I'm going wicked in my head or whatever, that's like my common ground where I can just go and just like not worry about nothing for real. So I knew I always had to keep it around, and I knew I always wanted to be around the sport, whether it be like I monetize something, or like whether it be like I coach, or like just anything. Like, so I wanted to play. I started playing in the field house and stuff, and playing in the field house during the summertime, or like playing in the sports centers in the summertime, or whatever the case may be. There was a lot of like good ass hoopers that were playing it, like and stuff like that. So I'm ending up playing against dudes that's coming home from D1, coming home from pros, I'm like killing, like I'm like stepping in front of people and we battling it out. I might see him at the rec, and I'm like battling dudes, and I'm like, man, I need to find something. So when the leagues got introduced, I mean, obviously the hoop league got introduced, but I think the initial adult leagues was definitely like Field House and stuff like that. But
the Field House used to go hard.
It did. I'm telling you, bro.
In the beginning,
because that shit used to be the only place that you can like hoop that was like inside, where it wasn't like you didn't need like a rec membership. You know what I mean? And it was an organized game, leagues and stuff. So like right when everybody was graduating high school and stuff, they was going to play there. So like I started more so. I get it. I got more confident in like myself. We had white jerseys at that time. We had the old white jerseys.
I know what you're talking about.
We had those jerseys.
Big as hell.
Yeah, them shits. For sure. The shorts and fucking.
That's why I started filming that. That was the first thing I filmed.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Oh, that was crazy though. But I think that right there, when I started getting in good and I started getting in. Oh yeah, and like. Virginia Wesleyan, when they used to hoop in the that was the best. That was the best. That was the best in the 7-5. Best in
they don't do it no
Virginia.
More. I haven't seen it.
After COVID, they ain't.
I haven't seen it after COVID.
I mean, they be doing it.
I used to go there with Randy and Aaron all the time.
Yup. It ain't like how it used to be. It ain't. Yeah, that boy. Yeah, and see, Randy was one of the people that really AB. That all them dudes was really some of the people that was really putting me on to like. And I used to start bringing the Landstown heads out to like the churches and stuff that I used to hoop at. So that brought up a lot of different people coming too. And because you used to be there too, right? The courthouse church.
What is that? Where is that?
Over there by the municipal center.
I probably went there.
You
like
probably a few times, but that used to be some rag. Rest in peace, my boy AP used to go out there. AB used to be out there. That boy Kendrick used to be out there. It used to be some hoopers. It was some hoopers up there for sure.
I think the first time I played against you was probably like Bow Creek, right?
Bow Creek.
It was a long time. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I only remember you because of your hair.
Right? Of course. Of course.
But.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to Bow Creek for. I grew up in Bow Creek and PA Rec Center. Those were the two that I went to. I grew all the Green Run boys. You know, those are my guys. But and all the fucking in PA, Kellum was right there. Ocean Lakes was right there. So yeah, it was more so. The community started to definitely get bigger when I started hooping in the gyms. Like I started, you know what I'm saying. People, more so just. And I'm a rapport guy, so I mean, I respect the good hoopers. Like if you're a good hooper, I respect it. You know what I mean? So growing, cause I know where necessarily I came from. I never was like I was like a humbling dude. Like I'm not about to like be overconfident or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But if I knew that you was good, I was trying to kill. Like I can't miss a shot. Like when I play against you, I might not be able to make you miss every shot, but I can't miss a shot. You know what I'm saying? So it was just more of a respect thing with the playing wise around the gyms.
So y'all have a team in Hoop League, Team Ice. What do you think about Hoop League and has it made you a better hooper or anything like that?
For sure, I think that. First off, like another thing, I think it's the community thing. So like Hoop League definitely brings out literally the best hoopers around here. Like there's no question about it. And they're formulating more of a team aspect plus the talent. You know what I mean? So when I was going in there, I played in it for like 5 seasons so far. First 2 seasons that I played in it, I led the league in scoring. And then I won MVP my second year playing in it. And then after that, I was like, man, let me do something of my own, because I know I can put together a team with like my guys and like whatever the case may be. So I think that right then that allows like a branch off of like different teams and like and different like a camaraderie thing, you know what I mean? Like it's more so like I can get my guys, you get your guys, and it's more of like not just I'm about to go get the best talented people and they're gonna play every single game in the hoop league, you know what I mean? Like I think it's more so like a team oriented pro-am though. Like it's still individually like based talent, but if you don't play as a team, you're not gonna win.
Yeah, I say that all the time about the actual what's the name? Ideal Upgrades team that played in it. They always had like the craziest talent, but they never really played together or gelled together at that time.
But if they would have played all season together, they would have been dangerous. Yeah, like they had some guys on that team, I think that with the hoop league though, like I definitely gained the confidence in the sense of like knowing that I could play with the best of the best, like you know what I mean. Like it's definitely a good feeling for sure, and being recognized as one of the better players that play in it, you know what I'm saying. But I necessarily respect everybody's game, so I think it's a mutual thing between me and everybody. Like okay, like he's a respectable dude, or he got a respectable game and stuff like that. So I'm gonna play him respectively. So I feed off of that. Like I like that. I like the high level competition, and I feel like I play better when I play against better people.
Where would you rate your jumper? Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean in the 757 era.
Oh man. But I ain't gonna name no names now. But I had someone a couple months back come up to me and was like, "Man, you definitely solidified top 5 that I know around here that I see." So like, but I definitely give credit where credit is due. But I 100% sure I feel like I can shoot with the best of them. I can shoot any type of way. You want me to put it on the deck and shoot it? You want me to ISO dude and shoot it? You want me to come off a down screen? You want me to come off a lift screen? You want me to like come down the court and just shoot it? Like I can do it all. Like you want me to just sit in the corner and shoot it? I can do that. You want me to shoot it from 30 out? I can do that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely have the confidence to at least say that I'm up there with the best of the best around the way. Like
I got you. And then 2 questions before we get out of here. What if you could do anything different from your early years, like growing up hooping, would there be anything that you did different?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I would definitely get on this. I would have probably forced more about it. Like I'm gonna be better, faster. Like I think that I would have put in more work, because I can definitely blame myself in that sense where I wasn't in the gym proper, like getting the right training to be successful like later on, when at an earlier age, you know what I'm saying. I got in the gym obviously later on, but with that I think that I would have built more like connections that way. If I would have found somebody that, and if I would have bought into a system earlier, like that would have allowed me to become better individually. Like I feel like that I would probably go back and do that faster. I would go to figure out, have the push of like what I need to do to get on the team. I didn't go up to the coach and ask him like, yo, what do I need to do? You know what I'm saying? I didn't do that myself. So I think I would change that.
True. And out of all the years of you hooping, who's the best player you ever played against? Yeah. That you had to match up with, not on the same court, that you had to guard.
I mean, I didn't really have to necessarily guard him. I got in the game against Dodo.
Okay.
I didn't really like have to like guard him. I didn't play. I mean, Cat was tough, man.
Yeah.
Daniel Purefoy was tough. He ended up going to Auburn. He ran the 1 at Hargrave, but he was 6'8". He played the 5 at Auburn. I didn't really step on the court against Rondé. Man, there's a whole. I mean, I had to play against Stanley Pringle. I had to play against him a few times.
That was a bad man.
Yeah. He was definitely different.
Cat is up there. Cat was tough. Cat super fast.
Cat was. That was a tough guard. We zoned him though. We 1-2-2'd him. So like, I didn't really have to like step out and really like on the island with him. You know what I mean? They wouldn't set me up like that anyway. But
that's why I always get mad at y'all. Like in the sports center, I hate that y'all play zone.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all too old for that.
No, see the sports center, right? That's a little different. I mean, we kind of do it to piss off people, but we know that we not like we got talent, you know what I'm saying? But we are a super balanced team on that team, so it's like we'll rather. You gotta shoot us out of that motherfucker. You gotta shoot, but we will. But we do it. We kind of do it to piss people off because we do it because we like this. We'll switch defenses. Like if we in like a super intense game, like a close one, we'll switch back and forth and like you know what I'm saying. We need to go man now, like because they starting to hit. You know what I mean? But yeah, zone. That's just more so for everybody else. It's not for the people, you know what I'm saying? It's for the other people we have on that team. But we manning up in the hoop league for sure.
And then a lot of times I recorded you or seen you play. Yep, family pops out to watch you play.
Yeah, man.
What's that about?
So they just love to see me play, man. Like I think that they were obsessed with the old times of being able to go out and watch me play and like I think that their support they don't want to ever think that they're not there to support me, you know what I mean? Like they want to till they in the grave they want to be able to watch me play and do what I love. Like so I think that I've learned a lot from them, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna definitely carry that over to my son and my family, and they never want to miss a game. Like anytime that like even if it's an open gym, like I want, you know what I'm saying? But I want them to all. But from my perspective too, I want them to always feel like they're involved. Like I want them to know that they always have a place for like what I like to do, and I want to always like bring them to see like what I can do. And it's kind of like a thing. Like I always want to impress them. You know what I mean? Like I always want to be like more so like like what's up, pops? Like you know I cooked today, right? You know what I'm saying? Like so, but he and they both get a kick out of it for sure. So they definitely the definition of some supportive ass parents for sure.
Right.
Like, yeah.
And what's next for you? What court we gonna see you on next?
So we're in the True League, of course. I think all the hype now is just building up to the summer. Got a few things up my sleeve for Team Ice this year, and we definitely will be Team Ice, and there will be in there. So, but I'm trying to get my own brand started, and Virginia Hoop League is helping me with that. We're in cahoots or whatever. I'm trying to get my own brand started. It's called Ice Athletics. I want to long-term goal is obviously get into youth development, AAU, whatever the case may be, turn it into whatever it can be. But I just wanted something for myself. Like I wanted something I can brand myself. I wanted something like to kind of lead example for my son. Like you know what I mean. Like I want to be able to show him like if you want something, don't let nobody tell you that it's not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever idea you come up with, like go ahead and fulfill that.
At least try.
At least try. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really more so about like the monetizing anything for me or anything like that. But I always have a lot of ideas running through my head, so I feel like I just need to narrow them down. And I think it would be pretty cool to like see my guys or like support each other's businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like I like what you do. I talk you up all the time. You know what I mean? I talk about what you got going on all the time. Same with the Hoop League. I want to plug you guys in as much as I can. The platform is so big, and I watch a lot of podcasts and everything. And I am athlete. Joe Hayden said your network is your net worth. And I was like, he's absolutely right. Like you gotta have rapport, you gotta have relationships, you gotta have like people that want to fuck with you, and you gotta make sure that you always just striving to try to be like exactly what you want to be and what you want to do with it. You know what I mean? So I definitely use that as a big motto for me now. Always trying to network. I'm jumping on any opportunity I can. You know what I mean? I want to be able to get my name out there, get my brand out there, and hopefully see all my guys, like, you know, rocking some Ice t-shirts or whatever, just out of the love, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what's up.
I think it's dope.
For sure. Well, I appreciate you coming,
yes,
man.
Yes, sir, man. This shit was fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We gotta do this shit again, man.
I know we got. I gotta have a whole team ice on the couch.
Well, yeah, bro.
I'm gonna let them
go. I'm gonna let them know.
See what y'all do this summer first.
Oh man, come on. You know we gon' man. You know it's that we only and see we only get better and better, man. Like every single year we and now like I feel like that I got a solidified roster. I ain't giving nobody the sauce or nothing. And the guys know who they are. You know what I'm saying? The guys definitely know they're the guys. So, but we definitely gonna make a push this season. And hopefully, man, we can really just take off with that whole Virginia Hoop League plan and the off season and everything, and try to just take off with it. Of course, with your help. You know what I'm saying? Your big ass platform, yeah.
It ain't big. It's almost there. We getting there.
You trying, bro. Nah, we with you. So, but yes, sir.
We appreciate you coming through.
Thank you, my guy.